It's time for Top That Trade. We know we've been waiting for this moment. Joining us now is Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Alan Uckman, an options trading pro. Here we go, guys, with round number one. Bankable Profits. The big banks prove they can make billions, but can this continue?
Billions and billions of pure profit. If we look at Bank of America, which is a stock I like, it's been trading sideways between 26 and 30. That company has made $7 billion in pure profit each and every quarter for the last 4 quarters.
Is that since we bailed them out or after the government bailed them out?
You know what? That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
But anyways, so that stock, remember we talked a few months ago about Wells Fargo? That had a nice breakout, so there's still some good opportunities in banks. I like Morgan Stanley that's basing out at this 40 levels, between 40 and 45, so this 40 is a solid base. Banks are still banking it.
I think you're right. And the other thing is
even with lower interest rates, you're still making a lot of money.
Thanks for stepping on what I was going to say. Everybody thinks that banks only make money on low interest rates. Just kidding there. Yeah, I mean, basically they think that's the only way they make money. But actually lending money is one of the things. One of the reasons we've had some problems with the bank recently, of course, is the inability to, lend money because of the tight market. The Fed has stepped in. They've made more liquidity available, so these banks are going to lend more money. You know what that means? Their stocks are going to do great. I like Goldman Sachs. It's been really beat up. It used to be the Goldman stock and forgotten about, but I think it's a value down here.
Round number two, Brokerage bonanza. Firms out there are offering zero commission. What's wrong with this picture?
Free commissions. Everything is free. Just
everything we do here, why was it when we talk good news ended up being bad for the market and bad news being good for the market sometimes?
Well, when Charles Schwab announced it, the stock did not do good. So it's
wasn't good for them.
Wall Street doesn't like the fact that they're going to zero commissions.
But the downside of zero commissions, and I know people are going to not appreciate this, you need to be disciplined as a trader. And having free commissions, you're going to overtrade sometimes. And you're not going to follow a plan. You're going to be more emotional. So actually, there is a function of having a commission because it makes you actually think before you press a button.
There is some truth to that. I used to have a customer, seriously, we were teaching him to trade, and he goes, Phil, I got it. I think I want to do this on my own. Can I get a lower commission to do it on my own? Sure, absolutely.
Right.
First day, I think he blew out his entire account, but I said, don't feel bad. Look at how much money you saved on commission. So it wasn't all bad.
Probably not a customer anymore.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Round number three, zebra steaks. It's been proven that painting zebra stripes on cows cuts down on fly bites. What will this mean for beef prices?
Does this affect cattle? Because now if there's less fly bites, and it turns out that they average 3 bites a minute by these big flies. Does that actually eat into the cows and lower their yield and lower their amount of meat?
I think that definitely, if they're not being bothered, they're going to gain more weight, they're going to produce more, and so actually it's
we need to paint all the cows.
But I'm a little bit worried.
Who's going to do that?
You heard about the cow that was going to jump over the moon? He didn't make it. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously, he did not make it. But I think for beef prices, look at what's been happening with beef the last couple of weeks.
Right.
These prices have been on fire. Why? A strong U.S. consumer. And I'll tell you this, when we see that in the marketplace, when I see steak prices going up, demand going up, strong cash prices, that tells me really more about the U.S. consumer than some of these surveys.
So we went from $1 to $1.20. That low in cattle price was at the same time corn made a low at the beginning of September. So obviously there's a very high correlation. Keep an eye on the feed prices, and that obviously is cows got to eat.
Moo.
You're doing a great job. Here's your bonus round question for today. October is considered a scary month for investors, but what's actually the month that turns out the poorest performance?
September. I'll see you in September. September.
I think you're right. I think we just lived it. We just lived it.
Yeah. I remember it well.
I'm so glad you remembered September.
That is. But you know what's really scary?
Do we get a bonus
You know what scares me more than anything? When I see Christmas trees in office buildings in September. Now that's scary.
Great job today, guys. Business First AM continues right after this. Don't go anywhere.